Okay guys, so I'm here to review two products to see how they hold up. The Milani Concealer Plus Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in the color 01 Creamy Vanilla. And what's so funny is it's hard to find a color that actually matches me because I'm not a fair color, but I'm not a quite beige color. So I always mix two different products. My favorite is a CoverGirl color and a Maybelline cover, and I normally mix them together. So I'm hoping I can find the right one that I like that gives me the right color that I like. So that's one. And then I'm hearing a lot about this L'Oreal Paris 24-hour foundation in the Infallible Pro Matte. And this was in the color 104 Golden Beige. So that's what I'm going to try. They had a few different ones. So yeah. Sorry, that was my son. But it says on the back, it says lasting demi matte finish, never dull, never flat. And then it says, so it's a demi matte, semi matte finish. Wears up to, and it says it's marked 24 hours. Then it says coverage is a medium coverage. So it's not an high or complete coverage, but it's a medium. The texture is air light. So that's what it says. And then pro tip or shake well. Smooth into skin using a roll-in motion for flawless coverage. So that tells me that we're going to shake this and we're going to apply it with a brush, which I don't normally do. I normally apply with the sponge. Okay, hold on. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I'm going to do half of my face in one and half of my face in the other. That way we can see which one will work better with my skin. So with this, I will be applying with this brush. And then I am thinking, so that we can give them both the same advantage, I will also apply this with this. So let's get right into it. Since I'm already shaking this one, let's go in with this one first. I'm petrified. I have not primed my face, and I'm not going to waste my primer just to try this. No, I will prime, because I really want to give this the best review. So let me get my primer. Okay, for this one, we are going to be using our baby skin, because I have like whatever pores. I'm going to be using this Instant Pore Eraser primer. So they say less is best. So I'm going to put, and they say to use it in mostly your T-zone. So that's what I'm going to do. There was only a little bit on that. So whatever's left is normally what you are supposed to, be able to put. There wasn't really anything on my hand when I did that. And I'm literally putting like a dot. So let's rub it in. I'm just like wanting to get it into the spots that I need it. smudges everywhere. But yes, I think we have it. And I love this one because it doesn't leave it oily feeling. Like you don't feel like there's anything on your hands whatsoever. Especially if you use a little bit. And this is by Maybelline. This is Maybelline New York Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So I really like this. Alright. So let's shake this one again. Again, we're going to be doing this one on this side. And this one on this side. So let's get back to shaking for a second, and then we're going to apply it with this brush, which I have not done but a few times. So, and they say a little bit goes a long ways. So let's, I don't know if that's true or not. Oh my god, I shouldn't have put it on my finger. Anyway, I'm not going to be dramatic. Okay? I'm not. There was just a little dot on there, so let's it says small circular motions to get the product where we want it. I'm surprised there's anything still on here. Okay, so there's really no more on here. I'm just gonna apply just another, but this one's even smaller amount. And I'm gonna start on my forehead and then bring it down so that the remainder goes down here. Okay. I don't even know if I really should have started there. Oh my god, I probably shouldn't have started right there. But I needed to get it down here on my nose. Anyone else want to take the blame? I think we ran out of product. I didn't really put enough on there. But I don't want to put a lot, so I'm putting like just a tiny bit. To be truthful, I don't want a lot of product on there. I'm just using small circular. This is more of a yellower color than I am. Or at least it looks yellow to me. Yep, so the important thing is we all work together. It means there's still hope for the future. We can leave the school a better place than... I don't know, I just feel like there's none right there. Like, what am... I really don't want... Like, I literally a dab. A dab, a dab, a dab, a dab, a dab. Just a dab. So, yeah. A dab. It's $1. It's $1 for Daisy. Anyway, yeah. So that's one color. And it's a very light amount. Normally I would put more on my skin. Just because that's me. So maybe I'll just put this like a little bit more. Especially right through here. Just because I want the highest coverage right here. Okay? Just like that. That's about what I would use. So, yeah. It does look orange on me. I'm going to do a splotch. Just so that you can see what I'm talking about. So I put it right here on my skin. So on the rest of my skin, like I think y'all can see. Y'all can't. Okay. You can see a light bit of yellow. Like you can see the circle of it. So this is technically, I mean, I could get away with it. But it just looks whatever on my face. I don't know why. It just does. Okay? So give me 1 second. So now that we have cleaned our brush and dried it, we are ready to use this one. Now, we shook the other one, so we're just going to shake this one too because I want to give them the same benefit. Yeah. So first thing hold up. This is what happened last time. There's a pumper. Initially, you think you are supposed to twist it off, but it's not. There's a pumper on there. So, first thing first, I'm just going to pump if I can get it to come out. Okay, I got it to come out. I'm going to pump a little bit on my skin so that we can see the color. Ooh, okay. So I think I can work with that. I think I like that. That might be more my color. So, yeah. I like that. That might be more me. Because the other one, it wasn't. The shading was off, which is what happens to me a lot. So it's no big thing with me. I know that a lot of shades do not match me. And I'm fine with that. So anyway, let's go in. We're going to go with the same amount. It was like that. And I use my finger to, which I'm not going to do this time. Well, let me do it since I did it the first time on the other one. Okay. Just because I want them both to be done the same way. Okay, so I'm going to start applying it down here just like I did with the other one. And I'm going to meet you in the middle. Kind of went a little bit further than the middle, but it's okay. So it seems to be blending nicely, actually. I like it. Now this one doesn't say anything about needing to apply with a brush. I want it to be fair. So just a dab like before, and I think we did the next one on our forehead. Oh my god. And I'm just gonna go like that because I don't want so much on my forehead. Okay. Oh, my poor eyebrows. So, I do not know how to do my... I'm not gonna say I don't know how. I've never even tried to do my eyebrows before. As far as drawing them on. I've never drew them on. Itty bitty. I will say this makeup right here has a nice smell to it when applying it. And because I did on the other side, I told them that I would regularly give myself a little bit more. Just in this area, I did the same. So I feel like I'm just like moving the product around a little bit when I'm doing it with this. I feel like I wish I would have used a sponge, but that's just me. Maybe I can use this as like a sponge. Let me see. This is definitely not like a sponge, nor does it feel like how a sponge would feel. Yeah, no, doesn't do it any better. So those are the two colors. This one is lighter, this one is darker. This is what I'm gonna do. Can y'all see the line? Kind of goes to the side. Like I can tell right here. And then it's kind of like crooked. So, yes. I feel like this side covered more. A little bit. Maybe they covered the same. I don't know. I don't know that I'm super happy with either one of them, because one is a little, not really too light, but they both look different on my face. Like, I like the way this looks on my face. I just don't know what it would look like if I would have applied it with a sponge, where this one says apply in circular motions. So I assumed a brush, but rolling, it says smooth into skin in a rolling motion for flawless coverage. I don't know. This one feels nicely. really feel like it would wipe off, but who knows. This one feels, oh god, this one feels sticky, and it might be because I literally just did this one, and the other side had a few, you know, the time period for me to finish this side to whatever. So yeah, sticky versus not really sticky, but let me give it a few minutes and let me. So what I think the best thing to do would be to do my face as if I was regularly doing it. So let's do a full face, and then we will see what works, what doesn't, and we'll be able to tell better that way. So give me a minute, let me grab my stuff. Alright, so I got my stuff that I would normally use, which would be Concealer. I have two different ones. I have this CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer, and I have the LA where I want it to be lighter. I also have Maybelline Powder, and I have a Broadway palette that I'm going to use for blush. And of course, oh my god, what the hell? My BYS. It broke. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Looks like I need a new one. It's broke now. Oh wow, they say that you can wet it and like press it down and put it back together, so maybe my husband will be able to. I just don't know. I'm just gonna dump it out. So yeah, that much came out of my thing. Alright, back to it. Let's start off with the concealer. So I'm just gonna go into it the same way on both sides as if I normally would. I just put a few little. I just do a few little things right there, and I'm gonna do a little line right there, just a little bit in between y'all, and right here. So that's now. That's normally where I put it. And then with this lighter one, I normally do this, so that I know where I'm going, what I want lighter. And what I want lighter is right there. And I'm gonna want, hold on, it's not coming up. I want that to be lighter. And I'm just gonna put a little extra line right here to where I want that just a little lighter, and just two little marks there where I want that to be lighter. So yes, that's what I normally do. And I have a sponge so that I can sponge those in. And this is just my normal morning routine. Oh my god, like this piece of hair is playing with me now. Oh wow, this is drying on this like fast, like I don't know. Especially like it was on this side. Okay, let me get in here. Come on. Come on now. There we go. So yeah, that's what I normally do. And then On this side, we would do the same. So that's basically what I like to do. Is just lighten up those little areas. These. What's funny with that is this. I normally go like this, just because I want that to be a little lighter than the rest. Normally this and this I want to be the same, but I didn't put it on exactly the same this morning. So, again, this is just like a quick example of what I would normally do. So it definitely looks different on this side than it does on this side. Like, this is a dramatic difference, where this is not very much, which is, this is what I would normally get. But it will look different because I will be putting the powder on it. I'm just trying to mix these in because it just looks a little funny. Okay. So all of us, like, I know this is a big difference. Like, that's really getting to me. And then this is just a slight bit, which is kind of what I like. Okay? So then I would normally open my powder. And I would do this. Oh, wow, that was a lot. And I normally do put just a little bit on my nose. They're left over on my forehead. Then I would normally come down here. And I would normally put this right here, where I want it to be lighter. Okay? Like so. And I will let that sit there, as if it's the baking process, as they call it. So just let that sit there for a little while you normally would do something else. I don't have anything else to do, so I'm just going to pause for a few minutes. Then when we come back, I normally wipe off the powder. Wipe off the eyes, come around, and wipe off any other excess powder that there may be. Okay? Then with a different brush, I normally take my and I already know where I want to put it. So I normally like just put it right here. She taught you her secrets. And then I do the same thing on this side. Okay? It's gonna look dark on this side than it is on this side, mainly just because this color was a little darker. So then I would just go to the forehead. Just because we don't want to be, you know, too much of a difference in the color. So I'm just lightly doing this. You know. And then I will just take what's left and just go along my jawbone. Okay? And then I am done with doing that part. Okay, so then I take a smaller brush where I will again dip into that. And then I will start lining out where I want this to go on my nose. Okay? Once you've got it where you want it, you're just going to kind of blend it a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to do the other side. And keep in mind, 2 different brands of foundation. So they're going to look differently on each side. It's going to look dark on one side than the other. And I just like to do it right here too. Just a little bit. Can't really see what I did. Okay. Then I always take another brush and just blend it in a little bit. And then I will blend also right here. And right here. Okay, now I'm done with this. Then I would go on to this. Whatever color I'm going to use, which I normally been using my Ulta one, but my Ulta one's almost gone, which came in my package. So I'm just going to take just a little dab of this one, the sparkly one, because why not, right? Just a dab. Okay, I don't really like that color, but it's okay. And they look different. Like, I don't know. But it's gonna look different because they're 2 different colors. Anyway, so that's that with that. And then, hold on. Then I would grab a highlighter, which I'm really into this Anastasia Beverly Hills one, the Aurora Glow Kit.